Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the weapons of hot dogs, horseshoes and hand grenades. And today we're taking a look at this cool looking, in a way, assault rifle. This is the Stoner 63 AR. So, what is the Stoner 63? Well, it all begins with the AR-15, I guess. It begins with the creator of the AR-15, in specific, Eugene Stoner. So after AR-15, Eugene Stoner would leave Armalite and join Cadillac and convince them to make a weapon. So what he would convince them to make is the Stoner series rifles. And it would begin with a 7.62 NATO weapon, which the main purpose was for it to be modular in a way. So not what we think of necessarily as in Picatinny rails and all of that, but you can easily change the configuration between different types. Like you can easily change between a DMR, assault rifle, carbine, and machine gun, which we will check out the machine gun later, but not today. And we just switch some bobs and bits around, and voila, you have your assault rifle, your carbine, whatever. So today we have, of course, the assault rifle weapon, and initially, as I said, they designed the idea with 7.62 NATO. However, while Eugene Stoner was busy, the Vietnam War was going on, the Americans switched over to 5.56 NATO. 5.56 NATO was seeing increased interest, so Eugene Stoner decided to chamber this in 5.56. So, the original version was, of course, had a different model name, not the Stoner 63. It actually had the Stoner 69 and some other bits, but the 69 is what we're going to focus on because funny meme, funny number, haha. No, but seriously, they chose 69 just because it's the same upside down. And basically that's how this thing works. If you flip the receiver, add some bibs and bobs, and voila, you have the machine gun version. So let's cover this thing specifically. It's the AR version. It did see some limited adoption, however, sadly, the US did trial this thing, but it had problems, and when they fixed the problems, the Vietnam War finished, and the US Army just didn't, and Navy and all those others, didn't have much interest in using these anymore. However, they did see some adoption, 4,000 were produced, and some limited US Marine Corps actually used this in service. Not any significant numbers, but a small amount. The Dutch would also, or a Dutch company would license to manufacture this. However, they would not be able to get any sales out. However, they made some changes not present in-game, in that there was a side folding and an underfolding stock on it, but that's not present in the game. So that's very short Stoner 63. I believe Ian from Forgotten Weapons has a video on this very thing, and I would recommend you watch that. Ian from Forgotten Weapons, if you don't know him, which you obviously do, amazing content. So, now that we've gone through that, let's take a look at the gun itself. So you'll see some similarities from the AR-15 or M16. You have, of course, a safety, however, which is reachable by the thumb. However, unlike the AR-15, you have a two-piece safety. You have safety on and off, and auto and semi-auto up here. It is not ambi, except for the safety itself, because it's on the trigger, which having it on the trigger is poor design, just because keep your finger off the trigger. It has an identical dust cover to the AR-15. Almost identical. Identical enough, which opens when you pull back the bolt. It is a closed bolt design, as you can see, and it has an aperture sight, partially, which is annoying with this thing, obscured by the charging handle, which is very different from the AR-15, which has it in the back. And I do not like the charging handle up here. I don't like it on the Thompson, and I don't like it here, but it's usable, I guess. Also, unlike the AR-15, this is not a quote-unquote direct impingement system. It is just a gas system. You have your gas block here, and it goes back. And that's basically the assault rifle model. It uses standard Steinag mags, makes adoption easier, and it has a bolt hold weapon. And of course, the charging handle, just like the AR-15, non-reciprocating. And if we switch that, it being chambered in such a light cartridge, it being chambered in 5.56 NATO, does not have a lot of recoil, so it is very controllable in full auto. And quick reloads, of course, because of it. Let's reset the target. Let's begin new set, and let's look at the sheet. Let's see how accurate we can be with these sights. Of course, it being in not having any Picatinny rails or anything, it doesn't have any mounting for sights. Not AR or Picatinny sights won't work, and M16 sights won't work because there's no charging handle or no carrying handle to attach it to. That's one downside of this weapon. Can be decently accurate. I mean, aperture sights are of course best for accuracy, so that's one thing they did right with this. Beautiful. Anyways, a short video on the Stoner 63. In the next episode, we'll take a look at the Stoner 63 machine gun version. So I do hope you all enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and all that, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!